guys, Sherelle here from Planner with a Praise. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome and thank you so much for clicking on this channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back, my friends. And I hope that by now you are a part of the Praise team. If not, just go ahead and click that subscribe button. So in today's video, I will be doing a budget with me for the month of September. So in a recent video, I did my monthly spread in my financial planner, but I did not budget. So for today, it's all about budgeting and telling your money where to go and grow. So if you are new to planning, you will need a few supplies in order to get jump started. If you want to know what those supplies are, you could go ahead and click on the video in the description box below. Okay, my friends, so I'm just going to go ahead and move this financial planner out of the way because I have created a budget sheet to help me along the way on today. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So as I said, I am budgeting for the month of September. And as with any budget, you need to know before you begin to spend how much money you have to spend in a 30-day period. So for my household, my husband and I, we have estimated our income for September to be $8,200. Now for the rest of this video, I will be using an erasable ink pen. I purchased it from Joann's for like $2 for a set of I think 3 or 4. I love erasable ink, especially when I'm working with numbers. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have my expenses broken down into multiple categories. We're going to start with the household expenses. My mortgage is $1,932. And just so you know, I am working in whole numbers. Our FiOS is $182. Our electric, $248. I don't have a water bill this month. My Vivint is my solar and it's $66. And I'm basing that amount on what I paid in August, and I'm actually expecting it to be a little bit lower. I don't have a homeowner's insurance bill for September. Our fuel oil was $284. Now the next category we're going to go into is our living expenses. Our groceries are estimated at $300 for the month. Our gas at $200. Our restaurant and entertainment also at $200. Our Liberty spending at $320. And our Liberty spending is basically pocket money for my husband and myself. The cell phone is estimated at $330 for the month, and that's a family plan. Next up, we have our transportation. We have one car note, and it's $249 a month. Our auto insurance is $264. Easy Pass was $25 this month, and we don't have to worry about this subcategory here. Our iTunes is $3 a month. Our Instant Ink is $11. Weight Watchers is $22. And the pet groomer is $150. We have 2 dogs and it's time for them to get groomed. Okay, so now the next category is our incidental debt. We keep a running balance on that card of anywhere between $40 and $50. So I'm going to put $50 for Bank of America. We don't have anything on QVC. Lowe's, we just purchased a refrigerator and we are paying $100 this month on that outstanding balance. Capital One has no payment, and Amazon, we have about a $10 payment for this month for my vitamins. Okay, so before we go on, let's go ahead and total up all of these categories, and then we're going to move on to the next expense segment. Let's see. So we have for our household expenses, $27.12. Next up is our living expenses, is $13.50. Our transportation, $538. Next up is lifestyle. I forgot to add something in lifestyle. Actually, I forgot to add a couple of things. I need to get my hair done because I'll be returning to work soon. So I need to start taking care of that, and that's an $80 allowance for the month. And then I have 2 doctor appointments. And so those co-pays are a total of $40. So now I could go ahead and continue with that. And that all totals $306. And then I also forgot to add a couple of things here in the incidental debt category, and that is eyeglasses, $13. And basically what that is that we have a flexible spending account, and I exceeded the amount for the year. So we were able to pay all except for $13 to get my new glasses. So that's where that $13 comes from. And then we recently received a bill from the IRS as a penalty for underestimating our taxes for 2019. And so that was $116. So I'm going to also put that in the incidental debt category. I ran out of lines, but I'm going to notate it right here in the sidebar. And I'll just make sure to calculate it and put it as part of the total. So let's see what that is. So that total is $289. Okay, so before we total up all of these categories to see what our estimated expenses are for the month, I want to bring back my financial planner because I do have another category that I want to list here in the financial planner, and I'm going to title it September Signature Expenses. And let me just get rid of this little pink bulletin. I don't want to see it next to the title. Okay, so just to explain what our September signature expenses are, we have 3 expenses that need to be paid, and they are exclusive to September. And that is our children's Gerber policy, which is actually twice a year, so it will come up again in 6 months, but it definitely doesn't belong in the monthly budget. So I'm just creating a little section called September Signature Expenses. And again, it's our children's Gerber policy, which is $37.67. My car registration, and that's $132. And lastly, our block decided to do a Labor Day front yard barbecue, and I am allowing $100 towards that. Okay, and then we will go ahead and total this category first. And this totals $269.67, but I'm going to go ahead and round it to the nearest dollar and call it $270. Okay, so now that I have all of our household expenses written down, before I total everything and figure out what our expenses are for the month, I also need to go ahead and write the amount of monies we plan on saving for the month of September. So I created a 16-week savings tracker. The reason why I did 16 weeks is because that's how many weeks we have left for 2020. Okay, and we do have 4 different savings accounts that we distribute money in each week. And so what I will be doing is I will be writing down how much money in each account we'll be putting in for the month of September. So in our emergency fund, we put $60 away each week. Our tax reserve account is money that we estimate on paying the government each April for underpayment. So, and right now we are estimating $71 a week. Our money challenge for the first week in September will be $72. The second week will be $74. Third week, $76. And the last week will be $78. Lastly, our money market contribution is $250 a week minimum, totaling $1,000 for the month. Okay, so we are finished with distributing all of our money into its proper categories. Let's see how much money we're going to need to achieve our budget. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and just add up each amount in our savings categories, and then we'll go ahead and move back to our expenses. So emergency fund total is $240 for the month. Then our tax reserve is $284. The money challenge is $300. And the money market is $1,000. So when we add all of our contributions to the various savings accounts, that gives us a total of $1,824. Okay, now to total our expenses on our expense tracking page. Household was $27.12. Living expenses was $13.50. Transportation $538. Lifestyle $306. And incidental debt was $289. So our expense total is $5,195. And we're going to add that with our savings contribution, and that's going to give us the total amount we need for our monthly budget. $7,019, which we are going to add to our estimated expenses right here at the top left. So let's see what that difference is between the 8200 and the 7019. Okay, so it looks like my budget has an excess of over $1,100 in it, $1,181 to be exact, and I'm okay with that. I'm not sure that I'm ready to do a zero-based budget yet, but what I will tell you, and you can check out how I track my weekly expenses to see how and what I do with the excess amount of money that comes in each week. And basically what I do is I dump any excess money into our money market. So this completes my monthly budget for September. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It lets me know how well I'm doing here on this channel. If you want to see more content like this, if there's a specific financial video you want to see, perhaps you want to know what the money challenge is and how it works, please comment below. Let me hear from you, especially the praise team. I want to make sure that what I'm doing on this channel is expressly for you. So thank you so much for staying till the end. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. This is Sherelle from Planning with a Praise, saying peace and blessings.